Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2000 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. Look at the circuit diagram. The circuit diagram given is common emitter amplifier. For the common emitter amplifier, it has given that one IC, collector current is 1.3 milliamperes, RC, RE, VT, beta, VCC values are given, and input voltage Vs, that is also given, that is 0.01 sin omega t, and CB, CE values, this is also CB, okay, CB or CC you can say. Blocking capacitor or coupling capacitor, both are having the same meaning. CB, CE values are given as 10 microfarad. First of all, we are going to calculate small signal voltage gain, okay, for the given circuit, and second is nothing but we are removing CE, okay. So again we are going to calculate small signal voltage gain when removing that CE, and next if the CB is shorted at that time, okay, then what will be the output voltage V0, that we are going to calculate. What is the value of V0 by shorting this CB? Okay, these are the three cases we are going to calculate. So first we will see the small signal voltage gain. Small signal voltage gain is nothing but voltage gain at mid frequencies. Remember that one. Voltage gain at mid frequencies. Voltage gain at mid frequencies can be calculated by taking two assumptions. First you have to draw the small signal equivalent by taking those two assumptions. In that one, first assumption is any DC voltage or DC currents are there, that should be neglected, okay, because we are going for the small signal analysis, that is AC analysis. AC analysis is nothing but you are applying variations at the input side. Small signal is nothing but small variations at input, okay. Because of these variations, okay, how the output varies, that we are going to examine. If you are considering DC current and DC voltage, they don't vary even though if you apply input voltage. So the variations in DC voltage and DC currents are zero. So you must neglect that DC variations because there are no variations. So first one is you have to make ICC, VCC is equal to 0. So that is nothing but VCC should be connected to ground, that is shorted to ground, okay. And if there is any current source, instead of VCC sometimes it will be shown some I, biasing current, capital I. If it is, by that time that will be making as open circuit. I is equal to 0. Current source 0 means open circuit, voltage source 0 means short circuit. So next, second case is nothing but microfarad capacitors, that is coupling capacitors like blocking capacitor, emitter bypass capacitor, and collector, that is coupling capacitor again, CC or CB, both have the same function, okay. And this will be of microfarad range. They will act as short circuit at mid frequencies. And picofarad capacitors, that will be called as junction capacitors, that is they present at base and emitter, okay, they present at collector and base, because two junctions you will get for a BJT, collector base junction and emitter base junction. So they will present some parasitic capacitances or internal capacitances or junction capacitances at high frequencies. Their range is going to be very small. They will be in picofarads, and generally they will be specified as CB-C and CB-C. They will be in picofarad range and they will act as open circuit at mid frequency range. CB-C is also called as C pi, CB-C is also called as C mu. They will be act as open circuit by making these three things, okay. First of all you have to draw the AC equivalent, then replace the transistor symbol, this is transistor symbol, okay, with equivalent model, then do the analysis to calculate small signal voltage gain. So first thing is VCC has to be grounded. All capacitors CB, CC, CE, they are acting as short circuit. When it is acting as short circuit, the effect of RE is neglected. Because it is a parallel combination, short circuit is nothing but XCE, value is going to be 0. Okay, so 0 in parallel with Re, the effective combination will be 0 only. Short circuit is entire emitter current flows in this direction, no current flows through this Re, so effect of Re is neglected when there is a capacitor that is acting as short circuit. Okay, so first I will draw the semi-equivalent circuit with symbol as it is. This is transistor symbol, it is collector and emitter, this is base. For this one, okay, emitter is going to be connected to ground and base is connecting with R1 and R2. If you observe, this is base terminal and R1 is between base and ground. Okay, ground is nothing but emitter is connected to ground, so there is a resistor present at R1 which in between base and ground, and next R2 is also there, that is also between base and ground. Okay, so I am writing one more resistor R2, that is also between base and ground. Next, this capacitor is acting as short circuit, so Vs is directly connected to base, so we can write it as Vs. And next, collector side is connecting with a single resistor, that is value is Rc. Rc other reason is connected to Vcc, which is acting as ground for AC analysis. So Rc is between collector and ground. This is semi-equivalent circuit. Voltage across Rc is nothing but output voltage V0. Now you have to replace this symbol of transistor. Okay, for that one you can use either H parameter model or R parameter model or T parameter model. H parameter model cannot be used in this case because no H parameter values are given. So whenever no H parameter values are given, at that time it is better to take R parameter model, and whenever there is a resistor, at that time it is better to take T model. But since we are going for the same circuit, I am going with for both cases whether CE is present or not present that is RE is present or not. I am only interested in calculating voltage gain, so I am using R parameter model. You can use T parameter model also, R parameter model. That R parameter model is going to be consisting of input resistance as R pi and output current source. Okay, this is emitter and it is collector side, this is base side. This is going to be written as beta IB or GMVBE. Here I am going with beta IB, or you can also write it as GMVBE, but it is not required for us now. Okay, this will be making simplified analysis. Now emitter is going to be connected to ground. Okay, emitter is connected to ground. Next, base is connecting with R1 and R2, they are in parallel, so I am going with the parallel resistances or RB. This is RB and base is directly connecting with Vs. And if you observe, this is VBE, you can write it as VBE is nothing but voltage from base to emitter. Vs is equal to VBE. Okay, because both are at the same nodes, so VBE is same as Vs, they are in parallel, and collector is connecting with RC. Voltage across this one is V0. This is small signal equivalent. Now V0 can be written as V0 is voltage across RC, and voltage across RC current is flowing in this direction, but V0 polarity says current should go downwards, actual current is flowing upwards, so we are integrating one minus sign with beta IB times of RC, that is what V0 value. voltage gain is Vs we require. So we can also write Vs is equal to, Vs is nothing but voltage across this one, and Vs is same as VBE. VBE is nothing but voltage across R pi, and we know that one current flowing through base terminal is IB. So IB into R pi is VBE. IB into R pi is VBE, that is also same as Vs. So voltage gain AVS is equal to V0 by Vs, which is nothing but V0 by VBE minus beta RC. IB get cancels. You will get it as minus beta RC divided by R pi. Okay. And R pi value can be calculated where R pi is equal to, this is R pi is the resistance at, the meaning of R pi, resistance at emitter base junction when looking into base. If you are looking into emitter, that is by the time it is called as RE. R pi is the resistance at emitter base junction. Okay, resistance at emitter base junction, this is, and whenever you are looking into base, if you are looking from emitter, this is called as R pi, and if you are looking into emitter for the same emitter base junction, by that time it is called as RE. Why it is like this is, even though you are going for the same emitter base junction, this is what base side and it is what emitter side. This is NPN transistor. So NPN, base is of N type, emitter is of P type. So it is NP, and but the current flowing into base is different, current flowing into emitter is different. If they are same, at that time you can go with one model, but the current flowing through base is different, current flowing through emitter is different. So if you are looking into base, at that time it will have different resistance even though you are going with the same voltage. Okay, VBE. If you are looking into emitter, different current, so that it will give different resistance to get the same voltage. So you can model it emitter base junction as by using R pi or RE, whether you are looking into base or whether you are looking into emitter. If you are looking into base, at that time it is R pi, else if you are looking into emitter, it is called as RE. Now I am looking into base because base current is considered, so I am going with R pi. So R pi value can be calculated Vt divided by Ib, and Ib can be written as Ic by beta. That beta, if it comes in the numerator, it will become beta Vt divided by Ic. Beta value is given, that is 100, Vt value is given 26 millivolts, and Ic value is going to be given as 1.3 milliamperes. Okay. So then it will be equal to R pi is 100 into 20, that is 2000 kilo ohm, 2000 ohms, so which is nothing but 2 kilo ohms. So if you say all these things, beta value is 100 and RC value is given as 2 kilo ohms, so it will become minus 100 is the voltage gain. Second case, if CE is going to be removed, if CE is removed, if CE is removed at emitter, you are going to get one more resistor. Okay, instead of emitter directly connecting to ground, it is connected with a resistor. So directly I am writing the equivalent model. There is R pi and it is beta IB, it is emitter. Previously this emitter is directly connected to ground, now it is connecting through a resistor whose value is Re. Since CE is removed, at that time Re can have its effect, and collector is connecting with resistor as RC and base is connecting with RB, and it is Vs which is connecting between base and ground. This is equivalent circuit. Again voltage V0, this one. So you can write V naught is equal to, V naught can be written as minus beta times of IB into RC, because the same current which is flowing in collector beta IB is also flowing through this RC. Okay, now Vs is equal to, Vs is voltage from base to ground. Base to ground is nothing but you can go for the voltage across R pi and voltage across Re. Voltage across R pi, you know, if you know the current flowing through it. Current flowing through it is IB, and current flowing through capital Re is IB plus beta IB. So if you take IB common, it will become 1 plus beta times of IB. Current flowing through Re is, so Vs can be written as IB into R pi plus 1 plus beta times of IB into Re, capital Re. So now AVS is equal to V naught divided by Vs, which is IB. If you take common IB get cancels, you are going to be getting it as beta RC divided by R pi plus 1 plus beta times of capital Re, and the values are given. Beta is equal to 100, RC is 2 kilo ohms, R pi is 2 kilo ohms, just now I have calculated, and Re value is 500 ohms, that is 0.5 kilo ohms. If you substitute all these things at that time, it is approximately equal to minus 4 volts, minus 4. Voltage gain is going to be reduces as CE is removed. So this Re introduces negative feedback. By introducing negative feedback, gain reduces. So without Re, there is no negative feedback. By that time, gain is minus 100, and with Re, feedback is introduced, and with the help of Re value, it has decreased to minus 4. This minus indicates nothing but 180 degrees phase shift between output and input, since it's a common emitter amplifier. And next, third one. Third one is, what is the value of V naught? Okay, if CB is removed, if CB is short circuited, if CB is short circuited, it is same as the first case. As CB is short circuited for the first case and second case also, what we are going is, okay, at mid frequencies all capacitors are going to be acting as short circuit. So it is no need to specify CB is short circuited. Okay, just to confuse you only. Already I have made CB short circuit. By that time you are getting AV is equal to minus 100, and Vs value is given as 0.01 sin omega t. So V naught you can write it as AVS times of Vs, which is AVS is minus 100 into Vs value is 0.01 sin omega t. So V naught value will become minus 100 into 0.01 is nothing but 1. So minus sin omega t is going to be the answer for the third case. So output voltage whenever CB is shorted, at that time output voltage is equal to minus sin omega t, given Vs is equal to minus 0.01 sin omega t, that is given Vs value. Thank you.